G'day folks, welcome to Stuff and Such. Today we're working on the bee side of the farm, ever expanding. So we picked up this honey extractor. I've seen some reviews and it seems like the name's been around for a good while now. Seen reviews for about 6 years ago or so, but I know they were having a bit of issues with the legs falling off them, but it sort of looked like in the pictures they may have upgraded that. So I wanted to do a video based on a 2024 model and just see what it's like. This will be a quick video. We're out here in the blaring sun and it's extra saucy, so let's get going. In case you're wondering how to get a hold of them, here's the address. There's parts and pieces in the bag there. This is the mount style now. It's not welded on, it's just bolted on. It's a couple bolts. I'm not quite sure how these legs attach just yet. We'll get there. So it looks fairly straightforward. I'm gonna go a bit shorter.
Dad, are you actually talking to the people like online?
Mm-hmm.
Are you talking to people online?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So they got decent little knobs. Tell you, that's a hot day. What the bees are sure giving her. So they come with it comes with concrete anchor bolts, which is kind of excessive, I think. One for a couple of reasons. It'd be one thing if it was a high quality unit, then I could see mounting it into concrete and then moving it every year or just leaving it there. But I can't imagine that this is a extreme production type unit. I doubt it's gonna be around for another 6 years, but you never know. Could surprise me. See, legs aren't crazy solid, but not too bad. So I want to show you how it mounts here. There's these little, this extra ring that's on here. There's a lip there. So then it kind of comes around and it's extra support, and then there's a bolt drilled through there, as you can see on all three of them. But then that supporting bar, it runs the entire length and then it bolts on the top. So there's no spot welds anymore. There's nothing to crack off. And that's a big issue with welds, is that the deflection weakens the weld over time. So if by it kind of shifting a bit, that weld becomes a little more brittle until it eventually cracks off. So I do like this idea that they've come up with of just having separate bolts. It's unfortunate, I guess, that the bolt comes through on the top, but it's no different than bolt that holds the motor on and all that stuff. And there's no honey up there much anyway. Better idea in my opinion. How am I gonna get my short little arms down in there? Yeah. Well, I don't know if I'm going to get my arm back. Ow! Ow! Imagine you're supposed to take the basket out, but I didn't want to. Would have been nice if they put a second nut in this thing. Would have just been a little extra. Just one extra piece of strength. Well, that's kind of the first thing that strikes me as really cheesy. It's just like the holes aren't nice, and kind of looks like they just stole a knob off a cabinet. I guess this is plexiglass, so you can peel off. But they just put all the fasteners and stuff. That just seems a little gross for the $600 we paid for this thing. So there's these little buttons here that these tabs need to push when closed. Ah, freak's sakes. Okay, so we got her pretty well set up. We're missing one bolt that we need to replace, but whatever, not too big of a deal. The lids are a bit goofy. It's like they went to the hardware store and just picked up some flimsy little hinges and stole a knob off their kitchen cabinet from their wife's kitchen. And so it's got lots of torque. I don't know if it's so much a speed controller, but more of a like amps or hertz or whatever. I kind of feel like if you're, I don't know for sure, but if I feel like if you're running, put some frames in, you don't know what they're going to do. Like you don't want to just use your on and off switch. Because listen how hard the start is. Whereas if you now you put some frames in, okay, get her started, and then you'll be able to tell if it's shaking, then you can wind it up more. Alright, so I'll be shooting another video once we're actually doing honey, hopefully in the next 2 weeks or so. Till then, I'll see you in the next one.